Shalom, shalom, barakatah to the 12 tribes, hopeful elect and hopeful 1/3, scattered to the four corners of the earth. I just wanted to clear something up real quick, Salakia, and then talk about a real big issue with Israel that I've been seeing lately, right? So first off, me personally, I am not a part of any Hebrew Israelite camp, right? I'm a Hebrew Israelite that bears witness in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and I am not a follower of any man or any camp. I'm a follower of the Most High and His Word. All right. I think Elder Shabazz said it the best. He said, "We're already a nation, a chosen people, so you don't have to join anything. Find the truth and live it out, and that's it, man. That's what everybody has to do in reality, right? Find the truth, which is the Word, and live it out in truth, in humility, and in sincerity, right? So some people want to assume and label me and certain other brothers as being followers of certain camps just because of the way we talk or the things that we believe. No, right? Don't assume anything. Don't assume. Examine and understand first, right? So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't join any camp or go join this camp or this camp is bad, this camp is good, whatever. Everybody's got their own path. Everybody's path is different, but everybody's path is the same at the same time. If they're not following the Word, and if they are teaching something that you know is incorrect, you have got to correct and rebuke them. And if they accept that correction, then you gained your brother, right? Someone sins against you, you have to correct them, and if they take that correction, they will become your brother, right? You have gained your brother, like it says. So I have good relationships with brothers from all different camps, man. From the biggest camps that I don't agree with a lot of things they teach, all the way down to some of the smaller camps, right? So here's the thing though, they all preach brotherhood, right? But like Malcolm X said, they believe in brotherhood, but they don't practice it. They practice what I would call a selective brotherhood, right? A selective meaning they're gonna treat their brothers in their camps totally differently than they would another brother that's outside of their camps, right? Now, I'm not saying this is all camps because that would be bearing false witness, but Matthew 12, 46 through 50 says, anyone who does the will of the Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother, meaning we're all brothers as long as we're doing the will of the Father, right? So why is it then that some camps say, if you're not affiliated with them directly, they won't pay you no mind? Why is it that some camps teach that you have to be in their camp to make it to the kingdom, or you got to be a part of their camp to really know or understand the truth? Like what verse is this, man? 1 Corinthians 1, 11 and 12, I believe, talks about how back in the day there was contentions among Israel, right? Some were saying, oh, I'm of Paul. Some were saying, oh, I'm of Apollos. Some were saying, oh, I'm of Cephas. Isn't this the same mentality that some brothers have? Some, not all, right? But they have this same mentality, these same contentions among certain camps, right? Paul goes on later in that chapter to say that Hamashiach Yahweh Shai isn't divided, and he was the one that was crucified for us, not all these other people, right? And that of the Most High he is made unto us wisdom, righteousness, sanctification, and redemption, right? So why are some brothers or camps like this? Because of pride. Pride, man, plain and simple. Sirach 37 and 19 says, there is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself, right? A lot of brothers that are wise when it comes to breaking down the scriptures and teaching many of you, thousands and thousands of YouTube views for some of these brothers that are teaching, they may be teaching you a thing or two, right? But they are straight up unprofitable to themselves in the current spirit that they're in. Why? Because they're doing it out of pride. They're doing it out of vanity, man. Proverbs 8 and 13 says the fear of Yahweh is to hate evil. Pride and arrogancy and the evil way and the froward mouth do I hate, right? So the first thing the Most High says he hates in this verse is what? Pride, right? The Most High hates pride, man. He hates pride. And I hate to see it on a lot of brothers that are teaching, even brothers that I've learned from in the past coming into the truth, right? Even some brothers that I've had personal relationships with, talking on the phone with, and I see y'all moving in a prideful spirit, right? Proverbs 16 and 18 says pride goeth before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. So pride leads to destruction, and a haughty meaning arrogant or high, right? You think you're better than everyone else, right? You're above or higher than. And I guess many of y'all don't have those spiritual eyes to see this yet, but I see this spirit on many brothers right now, man. And a few Akim have actually brought it up to me recently as well, which is why it's another reason why I'm finally speaking on it, right? Making a video about it. These are brothers that are supposed to be examples and on how to conduct yourself, right? On how to teach the word. And instead, they're doing it with a haughty spirit. They're doing it for vain glory, man. And you can tell, you could tell right off the bat just by looking at them with spiritual eyes, man. They're doing it to be seen. They're doing it for likes. They're doing it for comments. They're doing it for money. And you can tell. So then a bunch of other brothers who are coming up behind them in the truth, right? They're watching them, seeing them teach like this, whether it be in their own camps or whether it be on social media, whether it be on YouTube. Because you got to remember, a lot of brothers are watching these other older or elder brothers teach, right? And they're seeing them teach like this, and they pick up that spirit. They pick up that prideful, haughty spirit. Brothers and sisters. Why? Because that's what they saw you doing in these videos, and they mimic or they mirror that spirit a lot of times without even noticing it, right? They think that it's right because the elders are doing it, right? Romans 5:19 says, for as by one man's disobedience many were made sinners. One so-called teacher or elder disobeying Yahweh's warning of not being prideful makes many sinners, man. So you got to really start watching out for who you're learning from, really. And you brothers teaching, you really got to check your own spirit, man. I'm telling you this to help you. I'm telling you this in humility, in sincerity, man. I myself fell into this as well when I was younger in the truth. I had to take down some street teaching videos off my own YouTube channel from more than a year ago, man, because I rewatched them over time, and I saw that that prideful spirit was on me and was on another brother I would teach with, right? So don't think I'm saying this out of hypocrisy, man. I examine myself and those around me as well, right? Proverbs 29:23 says, a man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Pride will bring you low, man. You may think you're up high right now, but I'm telling you, the Most High will bring you low. Honor upholds the humble in spirit, right? If you don't have a humble spirit, you will be brought down. 1 Timothy chapter 3 says, if you want to be a bishop or a deacon, you must be of good behavior, given a hospitality, apt to teach, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into condemnation of the devil, right? So anybody teaching the word of Yahweh should have these attributes, humility being the main one. Because if not, if you're being lifted up with pride, you will fall into the condemnation of the devil, man. 2 Ezra 8:50 says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they walked in great pride. There's going to be great miseries to those walking in pride in these last days, man. So last thing, remember, Sirach 10 says the beginning of pride is when one departs from the Most High, and his heart or his mind is turned from his maker, right? So I believe that's verse 12. Verse 13 says pride is the beginning of sin. Anytime pride is coming, sin is coming after it, man. Pride is the beginning of sin. When you're dealing with people, when you're dealing with pride, it's because you are departing from the Most High spiritually. And pride is the beginning of sin. So think about it. Brothers thinking subconsciously, oh, I look cool teaching. Oh, I know more than these niggas. Oh, I've been in the truth longer. Or even through social media, man. I've had many brothers tell me this, like, brothers don't want to answer them. They'll leave them on scene, or they won't even look their way. They won't even try to help them out, right? This is out of pride, man. They don't belong to my camp. I don't got to answer them. You know what I'm saying? All these sins that you can think about begin with pride, right? When you're thinking of I, me, that's pride, man. Think about the 10 Commandments, for example. No gods before me, and no graven images, right? Why do people follow other gods? Because they think, oh, well, this God can do more for me. Or they even think, oh, I'm my own God, right? Or Buddhism, right? They think, I just got to be kind and I will get good things, right? I even fell into that. Check this out, man. I got this tattoo when I was like 20, 21. I fell into that myself. You know what I'm saying? Through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, I was able to get out of that, right? But going back to the commandments, taking his name in vain, right? Oh, well, he hasn't done nothing for me, or I don't need him. And then they take his name in vain, right? What's next? The Sabbath day, right? Nah, I don't want to just rest. I don't want to study. I want to work out. I want to buy something. I want to go out and sell something to make some money. I want to do this on the Sabbath, right? 5, honoring your father and mother. Nah, I can disrespect them because they didn't do shit for me, and I know more than them anyways, right? Killing. He's in my hood. He disrespected me. Committing adultery. Oh, I don't care. I'm feeling lustful. I gotta get with this person. I gotta have that female, right? I gotta get with them. Stealing. I want that. I'm gonna take it. It's not mine, but I'm gonna take it, right? Bearing false witness. I can say whatever I want. It don't matter if it's true. I don't care. Coveting, right? Coveting your neighbor's wife or your neighbor's things. I don't care if it ain't mine. I want that, right? So you see how pride is truly the beginning of sin, man. It's always about me. It's about I. It's about pride, right? And he that hath it will pour out abominations. So stop dealing with the I and the me and the pride, man, because the Most High hates it. The Most High hates pride. We should all be moving in humility and humbleness, because like the scriptures say, man, none of us are perfect and all of us come short of the glory of the Most High, right? Even in personal relationships, you got to keep this in mind. When you don't want to admit that you're wrong about something, that's straight up pride, man. You know you're wrong, but you're not going to admit it. No, I'm not going to change my mind. Me, I'm right? I'm not going to admit I was wrong, right? We're all wrong at times, and that's a perfect opportunity to practice the spirit of humility, right? So always keep that in mind, man. Especially going back to the camps, right? If you cannot be corrected, I don't care if you've been in the truth 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, 50 years, right? If you cannot be corrected and someone is correcting you with the word, you are not taking correction from the Most High. That is a prideful spirit, and that's something that the Most High hates, right? So keep that in mind. So all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Get rid of the pride and put on that humble spirit, Mashbacha. Shalom.